There are two new entries to the kart racing scene, F1 Race Stars and LittleBigPlanet Karting.
And in pole position is F1 Race Stars.
F1 Race Stars takes the usual rocket science behind traditional Formula One racing, throws all of that away and creates a cartoony karting version of F1's tracks and drivers.
It sounds like a great idea, but the result is a surprisingly dull kart racer. I wanted to like this more than I did, but I just didn't have any fun here, guys. There's your standard quick races, a career, and online and split-screen multiplayer. But there's no crazy battles or anything like that.
I know what you mean, Budge. I mean, the first thing that put me off is that there's no drifting or sliding at all.
A kart racer without drifting?
All right, Darren, don't blow a gasket. F1 races are really all about driving lines, and I've never seen an F1 car drift at all now that I think about it. So I can see that they were trying to use that as a way to, you know, set this game apart, but I just didn't like it at all. Drifting and sliding is core to kart racing.
Yeah, look, I want to keep an open mind with games like this, and I think they could have made it work, but the track design just doesn't back it up. And I actually love their design. They're fun interpretations of real-world F1 tracks, with lots of shortcuts and crazy loops and jumps thrown in, but they feel like they've been made for drifting and sliding around. But without the ability to drift, braking to take corners kills the fun. It's a waste of a good track.
Yeah, my biggest problem with it though is that it's just so slow. I mean, you'd expect an F1 kart racer to be really, really fast, but nope. There are 3 speeds to choose from with 1, 2, and 3000 cc, and 3000 feels like what I think the slowest one would be, and all the slower ones just feel painful.
Personally, I found the uninspired weapons to be a real letdown. Most of them are boring copies of Mario Kart weapons that just put you in a bubble.
Yes, well, it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. In fact, it takes some stuff away, so I'm giving this 5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I'm giving it 5 as well. Now, let's see if LittleBigPlanet Karting can do a better job.
This is a very good kart racing game. In fact, I think Mario better check his rearview mirror because we may have a new contender for best kart racing game out there.
Affirmative. The LittleBigPlanet world is actually a perfect fit for such a game. The soothing voice of Stephen Fry, the silly characters, the endless customization, the happy music, the playful levels, the charming graphics.
Yes, and there's a wonderful story that ties it all together too.
LittleBigPlanet is once again under threat.
A bunch of ne'er-do-wells known as the Horde have been hooning around the place and hoarding up all the creativity, so it's up to you to race and battle them all to get it back.
Like other LBP games, the career is broken up into various badges. As you complete them, you'll unlock the next level as well as a bunch of bonus tracks, and there's plenty of great little mini-games and challenges too.
Yeah, and there's heaps of them. In one, you have to collect as many eggs as possible in a time limit. In another, you have to take down as many enemies as possible, just to name a couple.
Yeah, and there's also a bunch of different battle modes. There's your straightforward deathmatch arenas or an oddball-inspired mode where you have to hold on to an egg for as long as you can. There's just such a great variety of game types outside the standard kart racing that there's always something new to try.
Oh, and the racing itself is excellent. Drifting feels spot on. You can pull off some epic slides, and just like in Mario Kart, holding your drift gives you a small speed boost. Races are always nice and close too, just as they should be.
I liked how all the weapons can be used defensively. You get a handy little warning when a missile or something is coming to get you, and just before you get hit, it turns into a little shield symbol. Time your weapon to fire when you see the shield, and you can save Sackboy's bacon.
And that spiffy grappling hook is just awesome. You can sail over deadly pits and grab extra prize bubbles. It's just so fun to use.
And of course, being a LittleBigPlanet game, there is a level editor. Usually we're a bit rubbish at making our own levels, but making your own track here is dead simple. You paint your track out with a paintbrush and voila, it's created. Obviously, making more complicated tracks takes a bit more time, but anyone can put one together in a minute. And it's great how you can jump into a quick race on a track you've made to test it out.
Yeah, no doubt we're going to see some great tracks coming out of the community. But overall, I'd say that this is definitely one of the best kart races out there. I'm giving it 9.
I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10.